The Henry Review and the government's response are a mixed bag for West Australian business. While on the one hand, it's welcome that there will be tax concessions for businesses, particularly small businesses, the problem for Western Australia is that this super tax that's proposed for the resources industry will penalise one of Australia's most successful, internationally competitive industries right at the very time when we need it most to lift us out of the downturn and back into sustained economic growth.
So are you concerned that the review, the Labor government has ignored quite a few points?
This review was supposed to be root and branch reform of the tax system. Well, the federal government has not responded or ignored to about a fifth of its recommendations. Which roots, which branch has been ignored, and what are the politics behind that? I'd like to understand that. But I'd like to ask the federal government this question. Why is it looking to play wedge politics with the business community? The resources industry isn't just the big end of town. It's battling Australian companies which are looking to make a way for themselves in Australia and on the world stage. And by and large, Australia punches well beyond its weight in the resources industry, and WA in particular benefits from that. Not just WA employees, but businesses right across the state. Why would you penalise that industry, one of Australia's current success stories, when it's doing as well as it's doing now?
Wedge politics, explain what you mean by that specifically.
Well, I think that we've got a case here where the super successful resources sector, the big end of town, not my words, I've heard the government use that phrase, is being made to pay for benefits for small businesses. Well, I don't think it's as simple as that. When we talk about the resources industry, we're talking about a whole range of companies, small, medium and large. We're talking about companies that give back an enormous amount, not just to WA, but to the nation as a whole. They already pay company tax, they already pay payroll tax, they already pay state royalties. We're going to make them pay again. And why? Because they dare to be successful, they dare to be creating wealth, they dare to be the industry sector more than any other which is actually lifting our country out of the downturn and into a sustained period of growth. To me, that doesn't make a lot of sense.
One of the recommendations, though, was to reduce company tax from some perspective, isn't it? There were some advantages for for business.
On face value, there are some benefits for West Australian business, including a proposed reduction in company tax and some other concessions. But the point I want to make is this. In Western Australia, those same businesses which will benefit from that also, more or less, depend directly or indirectly on the success of the resources industry. We know that's a fact in West Australia. Penalising that resources industry at a time when it's making or planning to make billions of dollars of investments in this state, that's going to create real problems. Right now, the cost of doing business in the resources industry in Australia has just gone up. Right now, the risk associated with investing in the resources business in Australia has just increased.
Because of this review, because of these plans?
There is no doubt that the government's response to the Henry Review will be scrutinised closely in boardrooms right across the world, not just in Australia, and companies which are contemplating making investments in the resources industry in WA, in Australia, will have to factor in a new additional cost of doing business.
So this decision by the federal government potentially could stop projects happening in Australia because it's less profitable for companies to now work here?
It's assumed that the resources industry makes super profits. As someone who's worked in that industry for a great many years, I can say confidently that some of these major projects are very marginal and they need a really long length of time, years and years, before they pay back to their investors. Every additional dollar of cost you add to the cost of those projects means they become more difficult to make that payback. Right now, in boardrooms right across the country, right across the world, people will have to factor in a significant additional cost to doing business in the resources industry in Australia. Can someone please tell me how that's a good thing for the Australian economy?
Do you think, therefore, that the resources companies in Australia are paying for the government spending spree that it was on recently?
I think the resources sector in Australia has been chosen by some in the government as an easy target, and that's why I say I think the government may be guilty here of playing wedge politics with the business community. The fact is that in Western Australia, businesses large and small in almost every sector of the state economy depend directly or indirectly on the health and continued growth of the resources sector. It's the resources sector that has lifted this country and this state out of the downturn and leaves us poised for record economic growth. Why on earth would a government want to penalise that?
So you don't think that the government should have been taxing the resource companies anymore? You think they're getting taxed enough at the moment?
I think that proposals for a so-called super tax on the resources industry are simply a penalty for the success of a given industry. Isn't it something we should be celebrating if Australian companies are doing well on the world stage and outcompeting their rivals? Why would we hold them back? We wouldn't do that to our athletes. Why do we do it to our companies?